Hey, in this video I want to talk to you about the importance of product inspections on Amazon. I want to tell you my story of recent inspection that I've done and how it really saved my products, so to say. And I'll share some tips, tricks, hacks connected to product inspections on Amazon, as well as share contacts of a company that helps me with product inspections for like 4 years now. So yeah, let's go. And my name is VOVAEVEN, seller on Amazon. Been selling there since late 2016, and I have this channel for Amazon FBA sellers, or those who want to start selling on Amazon. So please subscribe if you are in this niche. Over 220 videos to date. Now I'm in Jerusalem. I'm just traveling here today, and I'm in this nice park. And I thought of recording a video about product inspections, right? So let's take a walk here. Right, so product inspections, what is that at all? So for those who are doing physical products on Amazon or any other kind of a marketplace, you will have to create your products. And sometimes when you create or mass produce a big amount of products or a small amount of products, you might have some of them broken or misfunctioning, if you say that, malfunctioning, something like that. And for this you have product inspections, because again, for example, if you're creating, let's say, 5,000 garlic presses, there is a huge chance that some of them are not going to be good. And so I'll start with my story of what happened to me. Now, we created 5,000 units of this wooden product made of wood, right? And we've been creating this product for like, I think 4 years now, right? And sometimes I wouldn't even inspect it. However, I did start inspecting more and more with the years, because we had some quality issues, not big quality issues, as if you are just getting a huge part of your products broken or whatever, or dysfunctional, if I can say that. But we had some problems here and there. And luckily on this time we did a product inspection, and what turned out to be, for now we have inspected only a part of these products. So we created 5,000 of these units, and we have inspected thus far about 3,000, because we send them on different occasions. So essentially what we do is we pay 20% to the supplier for the whole order of 5,000 units, and we don't need them all at once, and then we pay them 80% for each amount of units that we need. So for example, if we need 1,000, we just pay for the 1,000, and the other ones are just laying in the warehouse. It really helps us with our inventory management. By the way, if you're interested in more tips about inventory management, up here I'll leave you a video with Orion Avidan. She's an inventory balancing expert. Between the many things that she does, this is one of her expertises, if I can say that. And also I'll link this video in the description for you. But in this video we talk about how to balance your inventory, and she really helped me with the mindset of how to do that to improve my cash flow on Amazon as well. So get back to our video. So we had these 5,000 units created, and we had to ship a part of them. Now, if I were not to inspect, what my clients would find is, first of all, many kind of broken boxes of the product, plus a yellow stain that stayed on the wood for some reason, maybe because of the laser logo we have engraved on it, I'm not sure. So for example, just today we inspected 520 of these units, and what turned out to be is about 70 something of them had this yellow stain. Now you might say, well, it's just a yellow stain, but it's not what we promised to the customer. We promised them beautiful wooden product with no yellow stains, and obviously in a great box. So about 70 boxes as well were also tackled. So think about it, it's like 70 units from 500. Say we have 5,000 units, so that's, if this is the pattern for all the other units, it's about 700 tackled, if I can say that, products. That's not cool. Why? Because if customers get these products and that's not what we're promising them on the pictures and on our listing, what's gonna happen? They are not gonna be happy, and then they are gonna leave us bad reviews. Now this specific product has over 1,200 reviews, something like that. So think about it, it's like 4.5 right now stars, and it's not easy to get these stars, you know. For those who are already selling, you know how hard it is to get reviews, and even one negative review is equivalent to, like, I don't know, 12, 13, 15 positive reviews. So 700 not good units, that's really not good. So hence inspect. All right, so that's my story. We inspected the units. Now all the damaged units, what we're gonna do is we're gonna send them to the supplier back. I've notified him, and he's gonna replace these units with normal units. Now about this, you should talk with your supplier before you even create the product, because if you don't talk about this, maybe he's gonna say like, hey, I'm not gonna replace them for you. Now, because we're in a relationship for like, what, over 4 years, that means that, you know, we know each other, he knows the product, we've bought like tens of thousands of units of this product from him. And, you know, he's obviously interested in our success as well, right? And that's why I talked to him, and he's more than happy. I'm not sure how happy he is about this, but it's somewhere his fault, right? So now, what are my tips for you regarding these inspections? So first tip would be inspect every time. And I'm telling you this as someone who skipped on inspections. I'm gonna sit here a little bit. I skipped some inspections, especially in the beginning, because I thought like, well, what's the chance of something happening? Well, here it is. Out of 5,000 units, say we have 500 units that are defective. Not good. That's not good at all. Now, it's not a major defect like a broken product, although we had these as well. We had some products missing insert cards inside them and a bunch of other stuff. I understand this happens. Like, I'm not blaming anyone, but that's why we inspect. Now, as I mentioned, the first tip is inspect each product you get, because sometimes, and they have internal inspection, these guys in China. But the thing is with the internal inspection is that they inspected it by the terms, it's called AQL 2.5, if I'm not mistaken, that's the name. That means they have special like a portion of products that can't be damaged, which is an accepted amount of units damaged. So for example, just throwing a number, I don't remember the exact numbers, in AQL 2.5, that's like 2.5% of all the products can be somewhat defected. Better Google it, because I don't remember it from my mind right now. But also what happened is with these terms that they give you, that's what my supplier gave me, he said we only inspect specific amount of the product. So from 5,000 products, they inspected 200 products. That's not much. So, and from these 200, we also had some defects, all right? But we had to inspect again, because at first we just did 200 out of 5,000, which also had defects. And now we found more and more. So first tip, again, as I mentioned, inspect all your products. And if you can, inspect them one by one. Now this will cost you more money because it will be more time of the inspectors, but think about it, one negative review is worth 15 or say 10 positive reviews. And think about all the ranking you might lose if it's a launch, if you get a negative review on the launch. Inspect, inspect, inspect. And the second tip would be actually inspect each unit, all right? So try to inspect everything you have. Again, it's more money, I understand that, but if I were not to inspect this bunch of 5,000 units, I don't know what would happen. Like, people would get some products that has yellow stains on it. It doesn't look good. I'm not exactly sure what that is. Maybe not everybody would complain about this, but that does not look good. And maybe with time it would smell. Maybe it would hurt the quality of the wood. I don't know. I don't understand exactly what this yellow stain was, but if we were not to inspect each unit, we would have missed even 2 units. And from these 2, maybe 1 would complain, 1 negative review. Equivalent to like 15 positive reviews I have to get now. I don't want this to happen. The third tip would be hire an inspection company that gives you very detailed inspections. So what do I mean by that? Now, the guys from China, what they give me, it's like their internal inspection. You get pretty much a good inspection, right? You get some pictures, you get the defects that they see, but they don't give you video. So I inspect with another company, which is also located in China. It's called Unreal China. Okay, with my friend who's the owner of this company. His name is Alexander Khudyakov, and they inspect the products for you. Now, they can inspect it with video, all right? So they can show you videos of the products themselves, of the factory if you want to see it, or the location, the warehouse, and they can actually show you the products, all right? They can show you the boxes. They give you a very detailed report as well, but they show you it on video. You can actually talk to them live. They're really cool guys, and it's very free to talk to them, you understand? And I would recommend them. Okay, I'm gonna have a link to Unreal China. I'm gonna have a link to their website or Facebook down in the description if you want to see their inspection services. I've been using them for a few good years now, and it's really good company in my opinion. They deliver, and they had really helped me with, you know, getting all my units checked and ready for shipping. So I'm gonna leave their details in the description of the video. This is not an affiliate link, but if I'll ever have an affiliation with Alex and I have an affiliate link, I'll let you know about that down there. But it's just because they're cool guys, I'm happy to share their contacts. So that's tip number 3. You choose a company that has also video for their services. Now, the 4th tip that I'll give you is actually timing. So what do I mean by that? You should try to inspect your units before you ship them, obviously, but you should think of when do I ship, so I have enough time to inspect so that I can ship on time. All right, so what does that mean? For example, you're about to reach the time that the shipping is coming. So say you have the time when they take your products from the warehouse to the port, let's say, or to their own warehouse, as the forwarder tells you. By the way, guys from Unreal China also take care of the shipments for us. But for example, you ship on the 15th of June. All right, that means on this date they have to pick your products from the warehouse in order to get to the closest vessel that takes your products to America. Now, what you need to do is, of course, if you finish your creation of the goods on the 16th, you're not gonna be able to ship them on the 15th, right? But if you finish them somewhere on the 10th, ask your supplier, ask the inspection company, when can they come to inspect, so the shipping company can pick the goods on time. That's very crucial for your logistics, because sometimes you might say, oh, here, I have to get the vessel tomorrow, but you still haven't inspected the goods, and you might take a risk. I've taken this risk, you know, probably tens of different times with different shipments, and it probably cost me some negative reviews because I thought, oh, let's just make it on time, I don't want to go out of stock, I'm not going to inspect. And yes, they provide you with this internal inspection, but you know, as I mentioned to you before, for me it was 200 units out of 5,000 units, and it's not super cool. So plan your logistics accordingly for your inspections and for your shipments. That's tip number 4. And tip number 5 would be the time it actually takes to inspect your products. Now, what do I mean by that? For example, it really depends on your product. Your product might be really simple. Let's say if it's a garlic press in a box, you have to get it out of the box, see that the box is fine, that it's not broken, that the garlic press is not broken, easy. But maybe your product is more of an electronical product where you have to plug it somewhere and test it and write something on the screen. Again, I have never tried these products or selling these products, but you understand what I mean? Now, the time that it will take to inspect the second type of product that I talked about will take more time. And think of how many products you have. Now, the only way to check it, unless you haven't tried doing it yourself with your own box and seeing how long it takes to test out one product, is mainly by sending an inspection to the warehouse. But think about it, if you have like 5,000 units, for example, and you want to inspect them all today, maybe you have to hire 2 inspectors or 3. It depends. So be aware of the time it takes you to inspect each unit. And again, the way that I found it is like by the guys actually inspecting it. And then I asked them, hey, like, how long does it take for you to inspect the box? And then they told me, well, it takes this and that time to inspect the box. So I'm like, okay, so I have like 400 units that one person is able to inspect in a day, and I want to get 800 units inspected in a day, so I need 2 people. You understand what I'm saying? So that would be my 5th tip. And hope you've enjoyed the video. Up here I'm going to leave the other playlist with my other tactics for Amazon FBA. Tons of videos here, different things. And ask questions, comment if you think something about this video, if you want to advise something, ask. Like it as well if you may. Have a great day. See ya. Bye.